So the last time we were together, we established the connection with the Bluetooth device, the switch interface, and the iPad. And now we're going to take a look at a couple of apps that are available. Obviously, this is not a comprehensive demonstration of all the apps that are available, but there are two different apps that I have that are switch accessible. And what we're going to do is just take a look at some of the things you need to be looking out for to make sure that your switch works properly. Now, hopefully you can see that I have my switch here, and here is my RJ switch interface. And let's just see if I could take a look here. You can see that the switch is plugged in to the first input, and you see the flashing green light means that it's powered up. And let's just confirm that our connection is indeed established. Go into Settings, go into General, and then Bluetooth. And you should see your AirTurn device, and it should say connected. If it does, you're good to go. Because remember, you don't have to pair it every time you power up. You just have to pair it once, and then when you turn both devices on, they will automatically connect. Do keep in mind that when your switch interface is powered up, that the keyboard on the iPad will not work. So keep that in mind. If you inadvertently leave this powered on and your keyboard is not working, just check to make sure that you turn this off. Okay, so we are in good shape here. The first thing we're going to take a look at is, let's go back to our main screen, and I have a folder here with a couple of different apps. And what I do want to tell you before I even go in there is, if we go into Settings again, down first you have like your general settings, and then as you go further down you have settings for specific apps. And some apps you will have to change the settings here, and in other apps you might have to change the settings inside the app itself. And in some cases you have to change the settings in both places. In the case of TS Choice and Predictable, which are two that we will look at today, you have to look at the settings in both places. So let's start with TS Choice. The only thing you really need to know for this app is there is a Bluetooth switch support option that says swap switches. I have that turned off. Okay, once we do that, we can go right into the TS Choice app. And sometimes it'll flash and close. I don't know why it does that, but all I do is tap it again, and usually it comes up and it stays up. I want to show you that if I go into the tools, there's another place here that says Scan Settings. And here is where you can change your settings from iPad to one switch or two switch. You can change the scan type from Direct Select, one switch auto, two switch auto, or two switch step. And you can change the scanning order. You can change the scanning speed to suit your student. You can change the timeout and button pop duration. I have these set at 3.5 seconds, 3 seconds, and 1.4 seconds. But you'll have to adjust that according to your student's needs. So once we're done, I have it set to one switch scanning. I'm going to say done, and I'm going to hit the tools button again. And then I'm just going to hit my switch, and it starts to scan. When I see the row highlighted that I want to choose, I hit my switch, and it starts to scan across. Okay, so when it gets to the button that I want, I hit my switch, and it makes that selection for me. If I want to start scanning again, I hit my switch again. Let's try again. Okay, maybe I didn't hit my switch hard enough for sleep to activate. So you might have to check, how sensitive the switch is within the application as well. Okay, so that's TS Choice. We also have an app called Predictable. Again, let's go into Settings, and let's see what Predictable needs here. In Predictable, you actually change the scan settings right in your general settings under the apps like I showed you before. And I don't believe there are any settings in the application that you need to worry about. So here we have Choose Access Method. I'm going to say Switch Access. Scanning type is set to auto scan, which is what we usually have when it's one switch. Scanning rate is set to medium. Let's see what my choices are. Very slow, slow, medium, fast, or very fast. Stop scanning after 3 cycles. I like that setting. And that's really all we need to worry about for scanning. So we're done here, I think, and we will go back in my folder and go into Predictable. We'll give it a second to load. And when we get in here, it automatically starts scanning. Do you see the orange scanning? So if I want to be on this word prediction toolbar, I hit my switch when it gets to this. It is I want to say beautiful, and I don't see it, so I'm going to scan here. I'm going to let it go across to the B.
Z, X, C, V, B, N.
Ah, why did it go past? Okay, let's see if I could, it's going to go around again.
Z, X, C, V, B, B.
Here's beautiful, so I'm going to start my scan and go to beautiful.
Bit, big, bad, better, beautiful, beautiful.
It is a beautiful
Day.
day. Now I want to speak it, so I'm going to go up there and I'll show you. It'll start scanning here.
It is a beautiful day.
And that's how Predictable works. Okay, there are more features within Predictable, but for the purposes of demonstrating the remote Bluetooth switch, that's really all that I wanted to show you today. So until next time, bye.